Hello and welcome to the Easy As podcast.
Hosted by the lovely Wanji and very opinionated Derrick,
The Easy As podcast looks to provide unique input and opinions on trending topics from around the world.
while also trying to create awareness and educative space for all listeners.
We are not that serious though, because we are easy like that.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How has everybody been doing? We hope that you have been good. Personally, on our sides, we have been battling a lot of things. Tumekuwa tukibattle homa. We have also it hasn't been easy. We have also been battling election loss depression. However, we are here. We are here. Personally, I have been suffering election loss depression, but I am here and life must go on. Yeah. Ilibidi twende vacation ya 2 weeks. Ilibidi twende vacation wiki mbili, but we're back. we hope you guys have been good and you've had a lovely 2 weeks, because it's been 2 weeks since we last recorded. We hope you guys have had a good time, but we're back, and as we continue to promise you guys, we continue to dive deeper and deeper into stuff as we get used to this stuff ourselves. A lot has happened over the past 2 weeks while we were away, and we hope that we will be able to cover some of it, not all of it, because we can't do that, but some of it. Wanji, speak to the people.
Well, hii homa mimi sijui imetoka wapi.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. Na kuna jua.
But
anyway, we move regardless.
But is that really how the flu works? I mean, I think kuna a difference between a cold and the flu, but I ain't no doctor, so I won't dive into that.
Actually, me, I don't know where I stand. Me, hata sina taste at the moment. I'm just eating food.
You can't taste food.
Na nimetry leo na pilipili. Sijasikia ka ukali.
You're one of the symptoms. Have you gotten tested for COVID?
Tusifike hapo.
Like one of those.
Ni homa.
One of the symptoms is loss of taste, so you never know.
Utapona tu.
Did you get vaccinated? No, don't answer.
Yeah, I'm fully vaccinated.
You're fully vaccinated, because I figure I'm not supposed to ask people whether they've been vaccinated or not. I guess it is intrusive of their privacy. People say that it is intrusive of privacy when you ask them if you've been vaccinated. So
I don't think so. Sasa nikuje nikuulize vaccinate BCG ndakuwa na
but you see the world has changed. Like hizo mavitu za BCG, that was before, because at those times it was a law that you have to get vaccinated. People, it was not voluntary. Now it's voluntary, and when something is voluntary, people, you can't. I guess people then will say, if it's voluntary, I don't have to do it, and then you also don't have to ask me whether I've been vaccinated. No. Because if it was mandatory, ingekuwa ungeniuliza and I would have answered. But because it's voluntary, then I don't have to answer your question, and I don't have to get the vaccine. The world is a crazy place. Nicha hivyo manze, watu ni kutafu. At times I think that the freedoms that we have gotten have sometimes been to our detriment, but not that I wouldn't want those freedoms, but some of those freedoms end up being abused and it becomes detrimental to our progress. But I digress. That's a discussion for another time. I'm not willing to go there right now. Yeah. So Wanji, a lot has happened. A lot has happened since we last got on here to record. Yeah. Dynasties have fallen left and right.
Tukitoka tu hivi nje.
It's like
vitu zina happen.
It's like I saw a meme one time, ya mtu alikuwa anasema it had said ile siku unakuanga shule nothing happens, lakini ile siku unagonjeka unakuwa uko home, sijui president alikuja,
Eh,
sijui nini ilifanyika shule, sijui I don't know, walimu walipigana, yani
it's like that.
the craziest things happen when you're not there. So like when we had taken our little break from recording stuff, a lot of stuff happened. But anyway, we're back here. Top of our list is Her Majesty the Queen passed away, and she was laid to rest.
Eliza.
Eliza aligo manze.
Eliza alienda hivyo tu.
I don't think we're supposed to be laughing.
Lakini, well, lakini that's a celebration of well life lived. Inakuanga hivyo.
Yeah, true. A celebration of a life well lived. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yes. Haikuwa like a sad thing. Inafaa kuwa like a celebration.
But
96 si mchezo.
But I guess that is the thing about death. You see, I was telling this to a few friends of mine some other time. I was telling them that in my opinion, I am of the opinion that death only has implications on the living. Like death only affects the people that are alive. Sindo feel. The people that have gone, they have officially they have officially stopped feeling. You see, so like it's left up to us. And I think it hurts people most because it's not because like, oh yeah, this person has died and all that, they have gone to rest now. That's not what hurts. What hurts is the memories we made and the revelation that we will not be making those memories anymore. The realization that we won't be making those memories anymore. Like we will never do this again. Like all these things we used to do, we won't do that. And even the arguing and the fighting and the insults and all that and all this, we won't ever get to do that again. And your stuff, I guess, who are in Auma the most about like death. So so I get the people. Yeah. I get why people, especially the people in the UK who are in mourning and people felt that because like I guess they had grown connected to their queen over that period of time. She ruled for like 72, 73 years. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was that's a pretty long time. Yeah, 72. Yeah. So that's a pretty long time for you to get to like endear yourself to your people.
Like ameona generations, ameona fast, ameona hizo zote.
Yeah.
But she lived well.
Yeah, all in all,
aliona World War, akaona
she saw both.
Colonialism.
She saw both world wars. She saw akaona the Cold War. Yeah, so but on
akaona Africa ikitransform.
Yeah, but on the other hand, there were some people, some like a few African countries, like also people here, even here in Kenya and all that were saying like to hell with that, like to hell with mourning the queen and all that, because in as much as she maybe was a good ruler to her people, she was still there during times of colonialism. Right, she became queen when we were being colonized, and it took a very long time, even after she had become queen, for like colonization to end in Kenya, in countries like is it Zimbabwe, Rhodesia? Yeah, what used to be Rhodesia, and then like South Africa as well, and especially South Africans, especially Julius Malema he wrote a very scathing letter, I suppose. Well, not him, but his party, but it kind of sounded like him, I guess. Yeah, so like it was very scathing. He was like to hell with the colonizer.
Mwogope huyo. Huyo Malema tu, huyo anaogopa tu Mungu.
As it should be. Like but I have like people feel things differently. And people will have different opinions on different things, but like as long as we are all, my whole thing is that like, yes, some people are angry, some people are elated, some people are in mourning, but the most important thing for me is just like, are we keeping it like respectful? Like, are we, even in everything that we're doing, even in our critique, are we are we critiquing whilst also maintaining respect? Because in as much as yes, this person, they were not a good person and all this and all that, they can't defend themselves now because they're dead. Like if you want to say something to a person, say it while they're alive, and say it while they are able to offer a rebuttal. Otherwise, it would seem to me like a coward, like a move a coward makes. No, no, like how you would never fight someone, ama mlikuwa mnafaa kupigana alafu mkaseparatiwa, and then now you're talking about wale mgeni chomse, wale mgeni chomse. Na tungekuwa chomse ungeuliwa. First of all, you would have been killed. So
imagine tungesikianga tu alidedi tu hivyo.
yes.
Imagine out of the blues kama angekuwa like alive we
Yes.
alema shui.
No, but like I think yeah, he has surpassed your level. Yeah, you know, people coming after him and stuff because he's someone that speaks his mind, and people value that, and people will protect people who speak their minds, I guess. So yeah, but my main thing about this whole situation is like if you're going to attack someone, do it while they are able to defend themselves. Otherwise, it makes you look like a coward, you know. But that's just me. That's just me.
Saizi ndo watu walikuwa wana come out kusema sijui the queen was like racist. Yeah, all sort of things.
Yeah, I mean, like it was out there especially because of the whole situation with like Meghan Markle. I know Meghan Markle, the wife to Prince Harry. I think her name is Meghan Markle. I could be fucking it up, but I don't. Yeah, Meghan Markle. So like there was that situation a few years ago where was it last year or a few years ago where she came out and she was like there has been she was like she was saying that her child, because they had a child, and then they were like she was saying that there were maybe fears that the child may be a little too dark skinned, so like there was like underlying racism for the whole royal family and stuff. So like the whole racism thing, I guess it was out there, but you know, if you're going to address it whilst they're there. Don't hit us with the the colonizer is gone and now we're going to celebrate because she's gone. Nah, man, we've been, especially us, I think we're going into year 60 as a free country. So like it's been a while. If we wanted to address this issue,
we're going to year 60.
Yeah, 60 years of independence. Yeah. We is old.
What?
Old. Grandparents.
Yeah, old. Wow. Hata sijafikisha quarter.
Hujafikisha quarter nini Wanji?
Hata sijafikisha quarter hiyo.
Wow, okay.
But sawa.
Okay. So yeah, that was that. And huku kwetu pia whilst in the UK they also got a new king. On our part, we got a new president.
Yeah.
What are your views?
The funny thing, like Museveni had shaked Moi, had shaked who else? Moi, Kibaki, the late Uhuru Kenyatta, and then they're still over there with that one president. Well, I feel them.
Yeah, you see, I have a thing I like to tell my sister jokingly, and I always tell her that like, regardless of how bad things get in Kenya, always remember it's going to be worse in Uganda. Like,
Wanakapitia.
hata vitu zikuwe mbaya je, huko kwao manze, it's going to be worse. Like during our elections, because there had been a lot of Twitter activity your time. Ugandans were like, Kenyans have been around, have gone for 4 days without knowing who their president is after they have voted. Sisi hata tujapiga kura lakini tushajua president wetu next ni nani. Like they already know Museveni is coming back. Hiyo ni lifetime presidency.
We atakufia kwa hiyo kitu.
Yep. But you know, societies get the leaders they deserve. Like if they feel like they're not fed up with his style of leadership, then he's going to be around for as long as possible. Ile siku atachoka ndio atamtoa.
Ati siku atachoka. Nasema kupumzika ni kwa kaburi wewe.
Suliona the people used to think that Robert Mugabe would die as the president. of Zimbabwe until the people decided, nah, like, you know what, old man, we're not going to do that. Screw that noise. We're not going to do that. So like once the people decide what they want, then
But people ndo wameshikilia that mandate what they want.
When you guys and my dad used to say that like Ugandans, everybody, every place where they have a dictator for a leader, you just need one person to go nuts. You see, just one person just go nuts and just decide like, nah, like, you know how Ruto gave us enough is enough. Like one person also there just needs to decide, you know what, nah, enough is enough. And once one person rises, it will be the beginning of something new, but until the people themselves decide that they want to change, we cannot institute a change for them. We can't decide for them until they've decided for themselves. That's just the law of the land.
But me, I feel weird. Like, since the presidency, like, it's still weird to me. Like, Ruto. Sijaamini, ni kama tu, sijaamini he's the president.
Si ungeenda Kasarani. You didn't go to Kasarani?
Not like, nilimvotia, but, sikuwa naamini like he's the president. It'll take time to see him, any President Ruto. I think it'll take time. Don't know why, but still weird.
Unajua mara yangu ya mwisho kuona news ilikuwa lini?
Ilikuwa lini?
September 5th.
Sama tu this last week.
September 5th. Ndio ilikuwa mara yangu ya mwisho kuona.
So kumaanisha ukuona inauguration?
Mimi niliona tu mambo ya I watched it after, like niliona story ya Rigiji. Niliona Rigiji akitrend on Twitter.
Rigiji, wewe the famous.
Because alikuja na oath yake hapo hivyo. Alikuwa amekuja na Mwakenya. Nashangaa
alikuja na oath yake.
Unahitaji hadi Mwakenya kwa oath bro. Uko serious? Hadi unahitaji leakage. So yeah.
Acha hizo. Rigiji.
So yeah, that was all I watched. People in my household are still reeling from like election shock loss. But me, I'm doing good.
Let me understand how.
Now, like people are still coming to terms with it in the same way. Like in the same way you umesema hujamini bado. I guess people in my household, they bado pia hawajamini kwamba like this guy is president. But me, I decided long ago. And I even told my mom and my sisters, I was like, this story is like about kuweka siasa kwa lungs. I was like, nah, toa kwa roho, toa kwa lungs, weka kwa TV. Unaona ukizima hivi TV, ukisha kwa TV hapo wakati umezima hiyo TV ni hivyo. Just you're going to forget about it. Because if you say unaweka kwa lungs, every time you breathe in, you're going to breathe in politics. And you're going to breathe out politics. So even kwa lungs doesn't even work. So wewe weka wapi? Weka kwa TV. Wakati unazima hiyo TV
na behind the scenes wako wana hata niliona behind the scenes kumbe Rigiji anaongelesha Raila wapi?
People it's only us, the electorate, that are fooled into becoming enemies with one another, but that's politics, I guess.
Politics. Na anachia kwa office.
How do you think how would you rate Ruto's first 2 weeks as president on a scale of 1 to 10?
Why? Acha nilie kwanza. Why? Depende glucose. Kai. Why?
What's up, girl? What's up?
189. Kai.
Yeah.
Kamani. Why? And then kulikuanga na hii like kwa Twitter like they're saying like how he saved how many billion in just 3 days because of just akatoa hiyo subsidy like kwa petroleum. Now I was like nyinyi najua nyinyi mnafueliwa mimi niko sasa inanisaidia na nini sahi? And then they were like walikuwa na criticize watu wa juu how good he has done like akutoa hiyo subsidy like the economic values really the thing kai all in all hata mafuta ya thao hata aisomi hapo
The thing about this whole the thing I don't understand about this whole subsidy situation, and maybe I could seek more knowledge on this, is like they're saying that that we cannot afford to keep subsidizing, but they would rather subsidize fertilizer and other farm inputs instead of subsidizing like fuel and all these things. But like, isn't fuel a production input? Like, don't you need fuel in order to doesn't fuel account for what you like account for pricing as well? Like, it doesn't the fuel prices also determine the prices of goods, because it determines how much you spend on transport? And then doesn't food also come into play? Because if I don't eat, then I can't work properly, right? So, if I can't afford 3 meals a day, that means I won't be able to work as efficiently as I would if I could afford 3 meals a day. So like, subsidizing, I get the point, you could subsidize like production inputs, but we must also realize that sorry, we must also realize that um, fuel and food are also production inputs. It may not be directly, but they are also production inputs. But just that's my opinion. So like, I don't get why there was a need to remove the subsidies, but I'm still getting enlightened on this stuff.
umesikia like the nitrogen ile pesa iko kwa treasury ni 93 billion only. Ni billion ama ni million?
Million.
It's 93 billion, like that hiyo ndo itaserve the country.
But isn't that how government works? Like, pesa haingiangi kama imekaa. Treasury is not a bank, so pesa haingiangi kama imekaa. That money arrives and it goes towards doing other things. Like, government collects taxes every day, and those taxes end up being used almost on the same day. The revenue they collect goes into paying bills almost on the same day. So like, that story also doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, kusema like, tulipata only 93 million. Like, it wasn't a bank where you're supposed to go and find like 1.2 trillion, yeah, their budget there. And again, the interesting thing about this is that it's coming from people who were within government during the first 2013 to 2018. And I'm like, didn't you guys know how this thing works? It's very surprising that you guys were in government and you didn't know how this stuff works. It's very worrisome. But again, we elect them, and then we realize that they have been that they don't know stuff. But again, it is that fault falls on us, the electorate.
Yeah, but hey, watupe glucose. Hey, it's about to get tough.
It's about to get crazy. Not just tough, crazy.
Hata I think some like products zingine zitakosa value because you can't price them at a higher price juu itakuwa so.
My mom like runs a shop huku home, and juzi aliniambia sahi biscuit ni 7 bob, and I was like, what? Biscuit is 7 bob? What do you what biscuit?
7
hajaji biscuit ni 7 bob, bro. Nico's like, what the hell? But so it's and I was like, and the thing that bothers me also about this whole story is like, you guys told us you're going to get to work immediately, and then now we're getting stories about like it's going to get worse before it gets better. I'm like, nah, man, you told us, and especially during wakati we
like you can't, lakini you just be patient. Baby can't walk before atapae. Be patient. Na vile Rigiji usema.
So Rigiji wakati wa Supreme Court ruling wakati Supreme Court ilikuwa kwa kesi, they had said, kama sio Raila sasa tungekuwa tumeshukisha bei ya unga. Okay, Supreme Court iliisha, mkakuwa sworn in, bei ya unga bado haijashuka. So who do we blame now?
But he like sasa hapo mimi sijui sasa juu me right now me acha nikae, sit down, relax. Nilijionea.
it gets very difficult to defend government at times, huh? But we have 5 years of this, and buckle up. It will get very interesting.
Ita get
It will
interesting.
it will get extremely
Na
interesting.
glucose kwa wingi, kwa wingi,
Glucose
kwa wingi
tafuta
tukunywe glucose
energy
kidogo.
drink. We're going to need it.
We're gonna need it.
And also, during his first week, your president also made like what would be termed as a diplomatic blunder, because he had been visited by.
The Twitter thing.
That was a blunder. So that's why I asked you to give him a rate on a scale of 0 to 10. Uniambia how you think he performed.
Right now, ananing'inia hapo 3, hapo 3-4. Mimi kwangu 3-4.
Okay. 3-4 out of 10. That's very low for the first week. What? Wiki ya kwanza 4 out of 10. Sema let's break it even. Tuseme 3.5 out of. Kwa nini unampatia rating ya chini hivyo na you are such a staunch supporter?
Well, acha tu tuangalie tuko mbali. We sit down, we watch.
You just
vinakunaenda.
Una observe tu.
Hii wiki ya kwanza asha fly out. Sasa tuko na Rigiji.
Rigiji ndiko in charge. I was just nilikuwa nimeanza kuwatch before nikaambiwa zimio TV. I was watching him address the United Nations, the council. So like
he was talking.
Alikuwa anatembea. He's doing a few things before arudi. I guess akirudi atatuambia his cabinet, and then he's going to start working.
I think Rigiji ana work on the cabinet right now.
No, I think they have to do it together. I guess they have already done it. Wanangojea tu ku settle a few things alafu watu announce.
Unajua watu wanakuwa wameshajipanga, wanakuwa na strategy.
Yep. But there's a saying that no plan survives first contact with the enemy. No plan, like no plan. And Mike Tyson had another phrase for it. Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. No. So like, Ruto and his team has a plan. So no, that plan has already not survived first contact. First contact ni okay, there is no money. The first contact ni there is no money. So and then like second contact is there's already pending bills that you have to pay. There's endless corruption that you have to deal with, and then there's the high cost, and then there's the high cost of living. But we shall see how Mr. Mans handles it. To less serious issues now, I guess. Have you been following up on mambo ya like Juliani? Juliani has been trending on Twitter.
Yeah, God. Jeez, amekuwa kitrend for the longest time. Like him, the wife, and
Mutua.
That activist. That activist.
Boniface Mwangi.
No, that activist. Yes, that one. Mm-hmm. That one. The activist is a close friend to the couple, and alikuwa anawatetea like how things are, like he's covering up for them. And then Juliani today anakuja kwa internet anasema watu wamchangie, like hakuna diapers. So I was like,
you see, I guess this whole thing originated from, as you see, Alfred Mutua. I guess you know the story. The wife was with Alfred Mutua, then she left him, and then she ended up with Juliani. So like Alfred Mutua is in New York with Ruto. No, and then he posted a picture of himself jet setting and whatever. He had his bags, and then someone compared it with a picture of Juliani akiwa na ile stuff ya the baby trolley. Anasema and then they were trolling Juliani, and then another lady, I guess on Twitter, she was like, if I was that child and I found out that I had the opportunity to grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, I would be very angry at my mother. And then people are saying Jenny Juliani Juliani aliamua tu kwa babysitter, au mwingine ameenda kufanya mambo ya like I don't know what in New York and whatever. And I didn't get the whole troll. But anyway, but then sasa now Juliani like had to respond. So I don't know whether his asking for money was a legit thing. I mean, it was just leaning into the trolling of.
Imagine it was only. I don't think so. How comes it gonna like it's a verified account?
Yeah, but people.
No,
he could just be leaning into the troll. But again, I don't know. I haven't been following up on that your situation as keenly. But I've seen Kwezo comments like people are responding with like messages the amounts of money that they've sent to him. So I don't know if that's real. They're also trolling him in the comments. I don't know. But I guess time will tell over the course of the week. But my whole issue with it is like as human beings, we need to understand that people want different things in life. You see, there's a reason why this lady broke up with Mutua, because you reach a point and you realize now we don't want the same things, right? We don't want the same things, and if we don't want the same things, why would we just be together just for the why would we just be there for the photo op? Why would we just be there for the cameras? You see, why would I be unhappy because it makes other people happy? I don't get it. So like people, I guess people have to realize that people want different things at different stages of their lives, and these people are, number one, at two different stages of their lives, and number two, they want different things. You see, so like if our priorities don't align, we can't stay together. We can't. But again, like if the whole broke thing is true, like all the best to like Juliani and stuff. I know the feeling. And
lakini wewe at least wewe una pressure ya Pampers.
Nasema sina pressure. Kwanza yangu
tuambie. In the beans. Kidogo hapo
kidogo imekuwa interesting.
Hebu tuambie.
Kidogo
kidogo tu.
They spill the beans. Nah. There's nothing going on. I'm chilling. Sina yangu si pressure kama ya Juliani. Sina pressure ya diaper. But again, different people, different things. Not different things that give us pressure. See what we're all going through something. And like the people that were saying, "Oh, Juliani, I can't believe this lady left Mutua for Juliani, who is now broke." And I'm like, nah, like he's broke. But my dad used to have another saying. He used to say, "I may." No, not that. He used to say, "I may be broke, but I'm not poor." You see, there's a difference between being broke and being poor. Like you see, like right now, he's probably just going through like a struggle because he's trying to figure out some new stuff. Maybe put money into this, money into that.
Maybe it's just
and like he's broke. Even like Juliani being broke is not equivalent to me being broke. We're not the same type of broke. You see, so like, but
kuna Pro Max,
kuna broke, premium Pro Max and all that. There's levels even to being broke. So like, I guess just people need to be more understanding of other people's choices, and like we can critique their choices, but in order to critique people's choices, we must be able first to understand why they made the choices. But anyway, that is a story for another time. What?
Ingine hapo tu ni huku Kenyans, they never sleep. What? Kenyans never
What's been going on with my people?
Akothee. She's ready to submit and be a wife.
Haja submit mara zingine 15.
Yeah. Sasa she's ready. She's ready to submit.
Bruh, like this is the same thing as a politician coming to you and telling you Na sai nimechange you guys na sai nitawajengea mabarabara, nitawajengea mahospitali. Now I'm going to do the work after 10 years. After 10 years of underperforming, this is exactly the same thing with Akothee. Like, first of all, leopards don't change their spots. Leopards don't change their spots. Like, it's if you do something, if you do something once,
I think in Mara
15 million.
I think in Mara 8 or 9.
It's the 15 millionth time.
Wow. After I'm just na count now at all. A level plus extra ones.
So if someone does something once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, it becomes it's not about whether they can change or not. That's just who they are. Rona, it's already set in stone. That's who you are. Yeah, you can't escape it now. I mean, it's already it's part of you now. There's no way around it.
It's just who you are.
Yeah. So she's getting married.
Hey, I don't know. She just wrote she's ready to submit and be a wife. I think she's getting married again. Yeah.
Okay. But again, as long as people are happy, I'm not beefing with anybody. Let people enjoy their partners.
Me, as long as I'm happy, and
the most important thing. Akothee, are you happy? Yes. Yeah. You should.
We move.
Fuck us, the haters. Sisi my hater. To hell with us. To hell with us. There's no other way to be happy but to trust and obey. Trust and obey. If this one is going to work, you have to trust and obey. So on that note of of that stuff, I saw another story of a lady in Nigeria who died in a car accident while she was trying to chase after her man who was dropping off like his side chick.
Oh,
did you come across that story?
Yeah, nipita aje.
Nini?
Ni vile imenipita.
Yeah.
Hiyo ilipita aje. I know.
Yeah. You see now it's this is the levels of this is now just getting insane because that was
the pressure is getting
worse.
How lakini sometimes men put you in a situation ile tu men can wait. Hey, nyinyi mnatuweka kwa box ingine hapo and then you just take off.
Nah, like
tutakukimbiza.
Like if it reaches a point where I have to chase you to stop you from cheating, then it's not worth being there. No, this is exactly what I was saying about like the whole Juliani situation. Like if we're no longer happy with one another, we can just call it quits. Right? If it reaches a point where I have to chase after you to stop you from cheating, I'm gonna confront you because you're cheating. Nah, man, there's no need for me to be there. You know, you've proven it that there's no point for me to be there. You know, like we did the chasing when like we were young, but like now, man, we've gotten to the point where like we're married and stuff, and I have to chase you. Nah. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Lakini kuna point ingine where never say never, like there's always
what
a
point? What point?
What
kind of love will make you?
There's always
what kind of love will make you chase after a man at high speeds and go into get into a car accident?
Love is blind.
Mimi hata stories are. I consider myself a romantic to some degree, but mimi hata kukimbia kwa mvua siezi. Na yo homa. No, Isa. Chill. I'm not running after you for the rain. I'm not singing in the rain.
Chill.
I'm not dancing in the rain. I'm not and I'm also not taking bullets for you.
But lakini circumstances push it.
What circumstances? List like 3 circumstances where I could be pushed into doing such a thing.
Sasa ndio ile sticker ya sina maoni
Exactly.
inakujia.
Perfect. That's the,
lakini we ogopa, like see they were married and something like that.
So
mambo ya marriage achia watu wanaolewa.
mambo ya watu wawili.
Mambo ya watu achana kabisa.
But still, like no relationship is worth your mental health. No relationship is worth your life. Nothing.
Yeah.
No kind of love.
There's a life after that.
I take a bullet for you. Nah, fam. I can't even take one for myself. I can't even take a bullet for myself. How am I supposed to take one for you?
Imagine that. I will die for you.
Hey, yo.
No, die for Jesus. Jesus.
There's only one man who died for people, man, and it's not me.
Yes.
Miss me with that.
And then after that kulikuwa na ile scenario ya a girl saying sorry to her man because she did something like that, like she was like alikuwa hata ni Nigerian ama alikuwa alimpea 10 million and a couple of things over there saying I am sorry. Every box iko na jina IAM hizo majina zote.
Ilikuwa 10 million ama 2 million?
10 million.
Okay.
I think 10 million. Ilikuwa 10 million. Okay. Alimpea. Sasa mimi nilikuwa zile like nilikuwa naona and I was like, wasichana mnatoa wapi pesa? Ama ni kwa nchi nyingine? Ama ni mimi sinanga? The pressure wasichana wanatuweka huku nje.
Wewe wacha huko nje. Mimi I opened my I opened my WhatsApp status and like saw my friends who are a couple wako on a lunch date. Na mimi huko niko za like guy lunch nakula nini? And I was like and these niggas were on a lunch date. Because I'm like kama hata nisikule. Sinione series nilale. Nitamka saa 10. I'm like
ama nilale.
What the hell is this? And like so you see, if we put that kind of pressure on ourselves, if we end up doing illegal shit because we want money and we want to be seen to have money. Like nah, that's not for me. You have to apology like
the pressure is
apology at 2 million. If you feel the need, if you feel the need to apologize with money, am I buying forgiveness, then it's probably not good for you. Why are you buying things? Why are you buying forgiveness? Just apologize. If they feel like they want to give you a second chance, they're going to give you a second chance, not because you have money, but because they actually love you. This whole you can purchase love thing is getting out of hand.
The pressure ain't worth anything. Lakini wasichana huku nje mnanishtua huku nje.
But that's just how this stuff works, I guess. Some people have it, some people don't. Some people get it, some people won't. At the end of the day, you can't be there for everybody. Life goes on. What else can we do except our very best? What else can we do except our very best? We do our best and then we leave the rest to God. Amana what? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen?
Comment.
We're just saying, see, this is officially, despite the fact that our constitution says that we have no state religion, Christians have taken over all these social media spaces. Now it's a whole Christian country. So like sasa hii ukimaliza kusema kitu yote, you give an amen and shout to the Lord. No, but it's about to be a very interesting 5 years. Not even 5. Let's just say 10. Let's just say 10. Natakuwa hapo miaka 10. Let's not waste time.
Tumewazoea wanaingianga.
Si ni 10. Sasa what else is there to be done? Unless he fails so spectacularly, unless anguke hiyo kura so spectacularly, there's no way. But there's no unless his government fails vibaya sana, like there's no way he's not coming back. You only 10 years straight up.
Not 10 years. And then tuanze baba the 6th. Yeah.
As long as Baba Mans is alive, he might still be on the ballot. But I guess for me, this was, in my opinion, his best shot at winning since 2007.
Yeah, this is the best of the best.
Yeah. So the fact that he hasn't won, just means that maybe this seat just eluded him. Maybe it was just never. It was never meant to be.
Maybe it was just a stepping stone.
Maybe it was never meant to be. Maybe the actual Moses that.
It was just a stepping stone, like yake tu ya kupata tu job ya UN.
Not even that. In my opinion, maybe it was. He keeps talking about like Canaan. Maybe he was Moses instead of Joshua. Maybe he was the one that saw it but never got there. Who knows though? Only time will tell how we progress from here. Yeah. You have do you have anything more for the people?
Enough for the gossip. Rest.
Too lean. Too
much poison. Too much what?
What? I've never had anything like that in my life.
Too much of something is poison.
Too much.
What? Hata walikuwa wanaitwa wahenguzi saizi wananishangaa.
What are you? Ni kama ile atuoni. What is she saying? What is she saying?
Wako tu hapo wanashtuka umesaidia. Nyamaza tu.
Niliona mtu aliita Babu Owino alisema Rigiji anakaa like a village elder. He has no sense of
hata ni Babu Owino ni Babu Owino
anakaa
aki mtu ana filters, tutamweka filters.
I don't think issue ya Rigiji ni filters. I don't think that's the problem. But hey.
Niwe tena wake.
We shall see. We shall see how it shall play out. So yeah, thank you guys again for tuning in. It's been fun as hell. Kama kawaida. We plan on Wanji, you and I talked about this just a few days ago. We plan on having a special episode for you guys soon. It's in the works. We're talking about it. We're discussing it with the necessary with the partners that we want to partner up with on the project, the episode. And as soon as we are ready to do it, we're going to tell you when to expect it. We plan on having a guest host with us for that episode, but we're working on it, and then we will let you know. But until then, see you guys next week, and bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Easy As podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Keep the conversation going by connecting with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Be sure to also subscribe to our YouTube channel and look out for more content. Thank you, and remember, stay easy.